Yo guys, what's up? Welcome on to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. And tonight we're going to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone and try and fly this CRJ 1000 from London Southend across to Jersey. I only purchased this 2 days ago. I've had a handful of flights in it and none of them have gone very well, but I fancy giving it a little stream out so you can see how bad I actually am at flying something different different to the Airbus. We've got the CRJ 1000 from Aerosoft and it's on the ground. It's completely cold and dark, so we're going to set it up and attempt to do the startup flow and load the FMC and everything else, get flight plan in and go for the quick half-an-hour hop down to Jersey, which I've not yet managed to make a successful landing in the couple of times I have actually flown this. So I managed to get to capture the glide slope once, and yeah, so if you're going to join us, this could be an interesting stream. It'd be worth a laugh anyway. Even if we don't get any decent landings, you'll probably see me crash it, which is most likely going to happen. But yeah, we are down on the ground in Southend. This is not live weather. I just set it to nice, clear, calm day just to have a test flight out to see how we get on. I didn't want to be battering any winds or anything like that when we fly this tonight. So we'll give it a whirl. We'll see how we get on. And if any of you are watching that do know how to fly the CRJ, please pop in the chat and let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I can do, what I need to do, and everything else. So I'll put you in the full screen like that, and then we'll jump in the flight deck and we'll have a look at what's going on. Like I said, completely cold and dark. The only thing that's turned on is the fly pad. So we'll go to the checklist and see what we need to do with all of this this stuff. So we'll go down and check the crew oxygen, which is there. You can hear that is. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the sim volume up so you can hear bits and bobs. There we go. Oxygen is checked. Audio warning panel, which I've got no idea where that is. It's probably down here somewhere, is it? Checked. Electrical power panel is checked. Fire detection and fire X monitor checked. Test. Let's jump on the overhead, see what's up here. So that's all of the fire X. We can test that. Actually, let's get the might be useful to turn this on first. There we go. We have that on. So that is some DC power, I believe, which is good. So we get all the ECAM errors and messages on the screen, so that's quite useful to know. And what we'll do is we'll jump up. I'm going to press this fire thing so that works now. Maybe not. But I'm going to go and start the APU and get that on so we don't flatten the batteries. We'll give it a couple of seconds to get itself up and running, and we'll hit start on that. There we go. I do know how to do that. And there's the APU up and running on the screen. So we'll let that boot itself up while we go and have a look at... we'll cancel that master caution. APU panel on. We've got that start panel has been checked. Hydronic panel checked, auto and on. So just let that boot itself up and we'll go and do that. And hopefully we should start to see some of these yellow things disappear off this screen. I have got a flight plan made on SimBrief, so we'll try and use that as well. Right, there's the APU, so that's on. So, said hydraulics. So this one needs to go to auto. That needs to come to on. Auto and auto. Is that right? And we should see hydraulics have gone off the list there, which is good. So we got... let's have a look what else. Checked auto and on, that's good. The cabin pressure panel has been checked. Air conditioning panel checked. Anti-ice panels checked. Windshield heat needs to come to low. Let's have a look at that. That's just here somewhere. Low, low, and there we go. That should come off there now, has it? Yes, perfect. We're getting somewhere. What we've done there, windshield emergency lights armed, which are here. Good stuff. Right, and then standby compass is checked. We're facing east, and that's east as well. Nose wheel steering is off, which it is. Clocks have been set. Instrument panels are checked. Upper pedestals checked. Thrust lever quadrant. Just here, there in shut off still. They are linked to my Thrustmaster throttle quadrant for this. And avionics have been checked. Yaw dampers can be engaged, which are here and here. So they should now be off there. Yaw damper. Let's have a look. Is that right? We'll try that again in a minute. And source select panel is normal, which is here. That is all normal by looks of things. Let's go on. We can't actually the yaw dampers until the IRS is aligned, can we? So we'll do that. I do have them set to line automatically, so there we go. That's those aligned. Now the yaw dampers can come on, and then they go off there like that. The stab trim we can also do. Stab trim, and then Mac trim as well. So that's looking good. What else do we need to have a look at? Recirc fan is on. Air conditioning is on. Looks pretty good. We're getting rid of a few of these messages anyway, which is quite cool. So yeah, what we'll do is, so these are to do when we start the engine. We should get rid of that. Passenger door, actually let's just close that up anyway. Stairs can go up, and passenger door can be closed, can it? Yeah, closed and closed. Passenger door should go. Yep, good stuff. There we are, perfect. And we need to arm the thrust reversers. We also need to just check this. We've got a valid AirX cycle, which is good. And we do have the flight plan from Sim Brief as well. So let's get that up over there. And right, let's have a look what we're going to do. So that's good. So if we go to index, position in it, and we're going to start off down in London Southend, which is Echo Golf Mike Charlie. That can go in there. And what gate are we on? Let's have a look. Gate number 4. So let's jump over there, put gate 4 in. Perfect. We'll grab that and stick that in there. Don't know if you need to press execute for everything, but I'm going to press it after everything we're done. They're all aligned. 3 IRSs, 1 and oh sorry, for FMS position, IRS, and they all line up quite nicely, so that's good. So we can go to the flight plan page, and we're going to start off at Echo Golf Mike Charlie. Head down to Jersey, which is Echo Golf Juliet Juliet. Pop that in. Our alternate's going to be Heathrow, and our origin runway is going to be runway 23. Cool. Flight. We're just gonna, this is just a test flight, so I'm going to put TST 123 and go in there. It's the flight number. Good. And let's have a look. I want to execute that in a minute. And I believe you go to depart arrival. Runway 23 is going to be the departure. That arrival is going to be into the ILS 26 via vectors, and we'll execute that. And let's go back. Yo, James, buddy. I know. Jeez. I have no idea what the hell I am doing, buddy. I tell you, no idea. I am just going through what I've watched on YouTube. But yeah. Just a default livery that came with it. Brit Air by Air France. And we're just going to try it out just for a laugh. It will end up being ditched, no doubt, before the before we arrive. Because that is what's happened. In the past few flights that I've done. So we've got the transition via vectors, we've got the ILS 26 in Jersey. I'm going to execute that, and we'll go back to flight plan, and then next page. I think. Did we do that? It's possible. Flight plan. 2-3 out of Jersey to Gatwick. Sorry, from Southend to Jersey. Alternate's going to be London Heathrow. Origin runway is runway 23. And we need to go and do the next page, which is, if I clear that, not allowed, right. This is where I get a bit lost. Next page, previous page, flight plan, legs. Here we go, this is where we go. So 2-3 vectors then, so what's what we're going to do is hopefully type in this this flight plan. So we go direct to Detling. Perhaps that go in there? Runway 23. Oh my days. What is happening here? So we've done that. See, this is where I get a bit stuck again. Departure, arrival. Runway 23. Execute. Flight plan. So you've got direct to vector. So let's just get rid of the arrival. 26. Vectors. Execute. Flight plan. There we go. That's a bit better. So if we go on the next page now, there we are. We have direct. So we can put in Detlin, which is going to be there. Direct to Detlin. Excellent. Now we're getting somewhere. Then direct to Lid, which is the Lima Yankee Delta, I believe. I can go in there. From there, we're going to take the Mike 189 airway. And that's going to take us to... Why did that not go in? Mike 189. There we go. To Neville. Neville's going to go there. And then from Neville, we're going to go to where we're going to go after Neville. The Golf 27 airway to Anglo, which can go there. Cool. So that's the start of that flight plan. I'll execute that. Next page, the discontinuity is there. That's fine. And then we will go here. Next page, and then that's the centre fix for 26 into Jersey, which I believe we can click on that and bring it to there. That gets rid of that discontinuity. Centre fix, final fix, runway 26. So let's execute that. Cool. Occasionally, yes, yeah, occasionally it does not recognise what you put in. But yeah, so far, I think we're doing half decent. So yeah, first off, direct to Detlin. Then we got direct to Lid. Mike 189 to Neville. Golf 27 to Anglo. Anglo then be direct vectors into runway 26. That's going to be the plan, I think. So performance, let's go across over here and have a look at this job. And the flight plan reckons we need to do something along the lines of... So passengers, it reckons we've got 82. See if we can get 82 passengers in there. Cargo, we've got 2 tons. What we got there? Can I make that any bigger? $203, that'll do. And fuel wise, how much fuel do we need for this? Let's have a look. I have no idea what this would take and what it needs. So it reckons block fuel we need 3.4 tons. Well, we'll take 4.4, that should do the job. And then what we can do is set payload and simulator, copy perf init to FMS and init fuel from aircraft. There we go. So that's all now. It should be chucked in over here. There it is, 82 passengers, cargo, fuel, gross weight, 0 fuel weight, which is good. And our cruise level is going to be flight level 280. So I think you need to type in 28,000 for that. We do. Alternate cruise level is still going to be 280 as well. So that is good. We'll execute that. VNAV. Let's have a look at what VNAV wants to do. So climb wants to target 290 or Mach 0.74 with speed and altitude limit at 250 knots below 1,000 feet. 10,000 feet, which is fine. Perfect. That's next page. So let's go and bang some winds in, and let's just have a quick look at what that helps and does to this. So climb wind is going to be, so look, 305 at 64. 64, that can go in. Our cruise at 280 is going to be 323 at 89. Pop that in. Descent wind, top of descent, 280. Let's put in 325 at 72. 72, so that can go in there. VNAV after that, that's all good. Next page. Cruising 28. And then descent. Still going to target from Mach 0.4, 290 knots, 250, 10,000 feet. And we've got 3 degrees flight path angle, which is fine. Let's execute. Perf in it, we're done. VNAV we've done. Legs are all good for the flight plan. And now I have no idea what we need to do next. So we've done that. That is all perfectly set up. Stop climb out of Southend. Let's go and have a look at that, see what we need to put in. We're going direct to Detling, so I reckon we don't bother with a stop climb. We'll just go straight up to our cruise level, which I think it's going to be, like I said, 280, so we just bang that straight in. You can see that on the top right of the PFD 242628. That can go in. Cool, we have that sorted. The heading bug we have to constantly update when we get going, so when we take off we're going to need to set those V speeds. There we go, click that. 162, so we'll target 162 when we take off, and then we'll increase that to 250 for the climb. We'll have nav engaged, we'll have speed engaged as well, and we'll do that. So it should target 250 as we climb, and it'll pitch the nose up and down to maintain 250 knots as we climb out. And then we'll try VNAV descent on the way in. QNH will be 1013 because it's not live weather, which is fine. And anything else we need to look at? Let's go back to this checklist. So we've done all that. Before start checklist, passenger signs are on. We've done that. Landing elevation. Let's go and do that. So into Jersey, what's that landing elevation? It's pretty much, yeah, 277. Let's go and set that, which is up here somewhere. So let's go and set, if we can set that on this, can we see it on there? Anywhere, where do we see that? Landing elevation, TCAS. Yo, Pred from Russia, welcome along, buddy. Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Landing elevation, how the hell do you set that? Let's have a look. That's the cabin pressure and decreased. Let's have a look what we're going to do. We'll leave that alone for now. I'm not entirely sure where you put that. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well in Russia. Altimeters, QNH is set. FMS checked and set. Now IRS is R-aligned and in nav. Radio and nav aids is set. Takeoff briefing has been completed. I'll show you the charts. This is what we're going to do. This will be the takeoff brief. From London Southend, direct to Detling. So we're going to head pretty much south. Then we'll join the flight plan from Detling down to Lyd, which will be the Lima Yankee Delta VOR. After that, we're going to come across the English Channel and head down towards north of France, and then direct into Jersey. Or so that is the plan. So that is a takeoff brief. We've done that. So cleared to start. So we have all devices off. APU is on. Electronics have been checked. Takeoff data is all set. We do have the V speeds now. 41, 44, 52. The doors are locked and closed. The beacon lights. Let's have a look at that. Where's the beacon light? Landing lights. And so we have the beacon light 2 on. That can do that. Fuel pumps and quantity have been checked. Hydraulic pumps are auto and on. Parking brake is still on at the minute, but we will request a pushback. So let's do that. So we are clear to start this up. And we'll head out. Like I said, we're going to go out runway 23 out of Southend. Let me just grab the chart for that. Taxi, airport, there it is. So there we are, we haven't got a long taxi. We're going to come back Bravo, Alpha, Alpha 1. That's what we'll do. And then you can see the flight plan is drawn in there. We do have airport shown. If we go into the MFD menu, we'll turn on VNAV. We'll get some more info just there. And we can turn airports on or off. I'm going to turn them off for that now. High and low nav age you can have on. Intersections and NDBs as well. So that's pretty cool. So we got that ready. And what else we got to look at? Anything else? APU's on. And this will all disappear once we get engine started, hopefully. There we are. So we've been lifted. All the doors are shut. We're going to push back onto Alpha. And then we'll get ourselves away. if I can start the engines, hopefully. Right, so if I hit reverse on there. So if we remove the parking brake, which is there. Actually, we do need to go and remove, if I don't forget, the chocks. Let's get rid of those. Now we can take the parking brake off. There it goes. Parking brake is off. Chocks are removed. Right, so engine start is fuel pumps on, and then we'll hit left engine start. That should go to start. Oh, stuttered. What's that doing? Please don't crash. Oh, just getting into. There we go. Thank you. So we are. We now can see engine. The left engine spilling up with the N2. It's always a positive sign. And we'll just watch where we're going with this pushback as well. We do need to start turning that way. Just jump back in because we get to 20% N1. Lift the red lift and push that to idle. Fuel flow. That's a good start on that engine. We'll let that get to 60%. Get this turned a bit sharper. There we go. We might be getting somewhere, guys. We might be getting somewhere. I'm going to stop that pushback. Parking brakes on. And we'll jump back in the flight deck and have a look at how we got with that engine going. Let's have a look. There it is. We'll wait. It's normally N2 60%. And then we'll go ahead and start the right engine. Hydraulic 2 low pressure. So quick, what's up with hydraulic 2? I turned it off. That is on. That might be why. On. 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 Hydraulic 2. Is that on? On. Aha. There we go. Hydraulic 2, that's all of those gone. So let's go and start with the right engine start. Very simple way to start a plane. There goes the N2. Like I said, I have not done... I've literally flown this, what, not even a handful of times. Not landed one properly. So this will all be just a good laugh. I don't expect anything exciting tonight. But we are going to give it a whirl. There's 20%. Red lever up. That to idle. We should get some fuel flow. Hopefully. Why is that shutting down? Have I mucked that one up, have I? Oh shit, what have we done here? What have we done here? Right engine. What's the parking brake doing? Well, I was that excited about getting engine number... Oh, so that's the left engine, yeah. So we want right engine start on that one, right. We'll let the N2 spool up a little bit further before we try and dump some fuel in. So we have fuel flow in the left one, 60%. So I might just let that get to 23 or 24% N2. And then we'll go and try it again. Right, let's try that. That's 23%. And it's spooling down again. Why are you doing that for? We have got all the pumps on, engine pumps are on. Right, anyone know what I'm doing wrong? What is this parking brake thing doing? Parking brake is on, right. Right, engine, what are you doing? You piece of... Right, leave that in shut off for now. Right engine start. We were fine with the left engine, so we've done nothing different to this. Right engine start, which is fine. Let the oil pressure build. Which it is doing slowly. Have we done missed something up here for this? Let's have a look. Shouldn't be any different to the... Right, there's 22, 23... What do we do wrong with this one that's not happy with? Alright, there we go, fuel flow. Excellent, there we are, and N2 continues. Perfect. So we'll let that spool up. And right, we'll go down here, let's get that on the legs page. So we know what we're doing, and we can have a quick check of flight controls, where they are. There it is. Flight controls, so if we have full up, full down, neutral, full right, full left, neutral, and the rudder. I get my feet on here, let's have a look. Rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Perfect. And that's a good start on engine number 2 as well. So the QNH set, we've got 28,000 feet set as our stop climb. Performance is done. Checklist. So after start, generators auto, electronics been checked, bleed valves to auto. Let's have a check with those. Where's the bleed valves? Bleed valves are in auto. That's fine. APU can now come off. There we go. APU is off. Anti-ice is off, and nose wheel steering can be armed. Cool, right, so there we are. I reckon we're good to taxi now. So slats and flaps, we're going to do a flap 8 takeoff, which is just there. Anything else? Trims, green and checked trim. Where's trim? Green and checked. Where do I find that? Trim, trim, trim. Where is the trim? And brake temperatures checked. Flight instruments have been checked as well. Where's the trim? Trim, trim, trim. That would be useful to know where that is actually. Where's the trim? It says green in check, so I'm assuming it's somewhere with a light. We got here bottle, that's fire stuff. Not sure with that one, but we'll get on with it. Right. It's enough. Half an hour of setting the plane up. I think let's go and do some flying. But I think we are good to go. Let's get that parking brake off, and let's see if we can go forward a bit. Actually, I have to realise something, that my TCA pack doesn't like to take the parking brake off by itself. So we are actually going to move now somewhere. So, no auto throttle in this plane at all. It has a very primitive autopilot, which is which we can use to capture altitude, vertical speed, heading and stuff like that. So we'll try that out, and hopefully we'll try and get the localizer down in Jersey as well. But yeah, at least we got it up and running. That's the main thing. And there it is. It's a lovely looking plane. Lovely looking plane. Not sure why she's Australian, but each to their own. Get that lined up on that taxiway, and let's go for a little look around. It wants to pull back to the left, so I'm wondering if there's something the rudder trimmed a little bit off. Perhaps. Perhaps. There's a runway, so we'll stop at the holding point. We'll get the light on like we normally do in the Airbus. And hopefully we'll get we'll stop there. Look up here. Let's get landing lights on, and on. I think that's good. Nav light on, strobe is on, logo's on. So we are lit up. Let's go line up and get up in the air. See what this beauty can do. Like I said, I don't profess to be any good at this. You all know that I can fly the A32NX with my eyes shut, but this one is a different beast altogether. Let's keep that coming round. As you can see, I can't even line this up straight. Right, let's stop there and we'll do our checks. Have a quick look. So the V speeds are set, so we've got a before takeoff checklist. There it is. So lights and strobes are on. Fuel cross flow to manual. Let's go and have a look at that. Fuel cross flow override is in manual. Transponder TCAS on is set. Terrain radar, we can go and press that, which is terrain and radar. There it is. And the CAS is all checked. The CAS being this, we have no errors on any of the screens. Put that back to primary. Actually, we can have that on. Should we have that on stats? There we go. Have that on there. The CAS is checked, and that is the takeoff brief done. So what we have to do is we have to come up here, press this. That goes to takeoff. And what we do is hopefully release the brakes. We'll keep forward pressure on the flight controls, and we'll go toga takeoff. There it is. Because this plane does have a tendency to try and rotate on its own. We'll try and keep that on the centre line. We're looking for, well, a V speed of 162 roughly. Actually, no, not 162. It's going to be 140 roughly. There is, yeah, 141. So we can do that, wobble about a bit. Holy shit, and rotate, up we go. Well, we're up in the air at least. Keep it up on there, about 15-20 degrees. Positive climb degrees coming up. Like that. And as we climb away, let's go and get in autopilot. Nav is in. And we'll climb away. We'll whiz this speed up now to let's just whiz it up to about 200 knots for now. If we hit speed, that will then put it in climb speed. 1,000 to 1,200 feet, the flaps can go up, I think. No idea, but I think that's about right. We'll keep that climb started at 220. I can do that. And we do need to reduce this back to climb thrust in a minute or two. We're still in toga, climbing away quite happily. Not sure why we're not. There we go. That's better. Nav. I think it's 3,000 feet. We can reduce that back to climb thrust. Says climb in the top. We'll climb away at 220 knots. We have autopilot speed nav. And that should take us to flight level 280 before we do anything else. And the speed can go to go up to 250. Yo, Smile Castle buddy. How's it going, mate? New plane, something different, mate. I haven't got a clue what the frick I'm doing with this. I'm going to hit, hopefully, direct Detlin. Execute. And that should straighten up a little bit. Cool. Right. At least we got it up in the air for now, and we can quite easily get it on the ground when we crash it later on. So that's going to there. That's going direct to Detlin. We've got 280 set as our cruise. We're climbing at 250 knots for now, which we are. And I don't know what else we need to do at the minute. Well, let's have a look at the climb. So we got fuel cross-flow to auto, which is bleeds and APU is set. Thrust reversers can come off, which are these two things. And the CAS is checked, which this is the CAS. 250 knots, climbing away quite happily, 3,400 feet per minute. We're directed Detlin, engines look good. This all looks tickety-boo. So, as far as I can tell. So look at the hydraulics, yep, they're all green. Yeah, as far as I can tell, we're looking half decent. I mean, it's an awesome looking plane, isn't it? CRJ 1000, very nice. But yeah, it'll be interesting when we come to the descent and the landing. So I do know, if we look at these charts, I'm going to prep everything before we get there so we know what we're doing. We are heading in the right direction towards Detlin, which is the VOR. We're not doing an arrival because I'm going to try and direct us straight in. So we know that the platform altitude is 2,000 feet for this ILS. And the final approach course 263. So 2,000 feet. So we need to lose 26,000 feet. 2652. 74 miles away from Jersey we should start our descent. So 74, if we go to fix Echo Golf Juliet Juliet, put that in, and I said 26 52, yeah, 74 miles 74 miles from there, and that should have put in top of drop, which it has, like we do it in the Scarebus Airbus. That's the top of drop in case it hasn't got it planned out. That's when we need to descend anyway. That's where we're going to level off, a bit like the Boeing planes do, the little green banana they have. There's the purple banana in this. And obviously once we get up into the cruise, there's no auto throttle. So we need to try and keep the speed how it should be. But so far, so good. And we will read the descent checklist when we get ready for that. So that's the next one to go anyway. So yeah. You like a Smile Castle, yeah. I do. I mean, I only bought, when did I buy it? I bought it on the Thursday afternoon is when I bought it. I bought the 500, the 700, the 900 and the 1000 all as a pack. Just purely to play with, to be honest with you. And I thought I'd stream it tonight because I can get it up in the air and fly it. The landings, however, if you know how to land this, then you need to stick around in about 30 minutes time to help me out. Because I've had 6 flights, 5 of them, on 5 of them I've crashed. Yeah, 5 I've crashed, and 1 I've managed to land on the grass next to the runway. And yeah, Aerosoft, buddy, it is Aerosoft. But even still, we're doing this. We still put some music on. Still 250 quite nicely, and then climbing away. Rather cool. Rather cool. We do have a coupled VNAV, which is quite good. I did try this out in the descent earlier on. If I show you what I did. This is what happened on one of the flights earlier today when I was trying it out. Let's have a look. Was it this one? Not this one, no. This one, perhaps? Let's go back. That one? That's this flight now, is it? Oh god, what am I doing? Add a flight plan. So that's this flight. That's the current active. So the last one I did was here. And you can see the VNav, it worked awesome. We started the descent where I planned it out, and it was all the way down 2,000 feet, but then I couldn't get it to capture the localizer. And we kept going straight on, then I tried to bring it back and wobbled and wobbled. Then I cocked it up, then I went around a little bit, back in, and look at the land. Minus 1,052. That one, see, that wasn't too bad, 298, but then we weren't even on the runway there. So yeah, I need a bit of help with the landing. Yeah, flight plan's working, autopilot's doing his trick, we've got nav, speed, AP in. And yeah, away we go. Have you any idea how to land this then, Smile Castle? With trying to tune in the localizer and whatever else. So I know you can do it by going to the radio page and tuning these Navi bits in. So I mean we could do that now, so we definitely got the right 10.3. Can put that in. Right, so that's the ILS, I believe. We've got manual in there. Nothing else we need to do. I'll put my squawk in just for a laugh. Yeah, ILS, buddy, yeah, ILS. It's the max VS you'll go to, hard to tell what's actually... Well, the VS... As in, you mean the vertical speed in the descent? Based on really based on the profile here. I know with this you get a little blue ball and a snowflake on the side of here. That tells you if it's level in the middle, you bang on your profile and the blue ball as well. So all we'll do is speed, vertical speed, and it'll pitch the nose up and down to maintain the vertical speed that you've set, which is quite cool as well. Oh, for the landing, yeah, 700 feet you'd be getting your ass kicked off the mechanics if you haven't broken the landing gear or something like that. Put that back on legs a minute. There we go. It's got hasty flight level 222. We've gone past hasty now, haven't we? No, flight level 222 or above, and then after that 24. We're going to be at Opsil flight level 280. And always got to update the Hindenburg. There we go, press that, that'll do. And there's the gorgeous south coast of the UK. Certainly looks better than it did a bit yesterday, I reckon, after it got battered by whatever storm that was called. There we go, 1,000 to go, beep. There it is, 1,000 to go. And then we can, we'll whiz this up to 290, 300 knots. That should get us to Mach decimal 7374, hopefully. And then we need to start fiddling around with the thrust lever. There's alt capture. And we can whiz this up to, let's go to 290 now. I reckon something along the lines of that. Well, we'll start at 290 and see how we get on. As the nose level off, we should pick up some speed. It's quite interesting trying to fly a plane with no auto throttle. Yo, Air Dog buddy, how's it going? Not sure. Oh, I've got the wrong chat up. That's why I couldn't see the YouTube chat. Guys, you watch on YouTube. I finally. Oh, where's it gone? Looking at the Twitch chat, and I was looking at the wrong one. But Air Dog buddy, welcome along. Dan, if you're still there, apologies. I was looking at the wrong chat. If I refresh it now, hopefully it might come up. Right, there we are. So we need to adjust a bit of thrust, bring that back a bit. Manual thrust, so we don't overspeed. So that might bring us back into there for now. Mach decimal 7574, that'll do. See if we can keep it in that pink little bit. I was literally looking at the wrong chat. I had it on Twitch and not multi-stream chat. Well, there we are. That looks pretty good. Do a little nudge. It's 82.6 to keep it there, roughly. Looks alright. Looks alright. If we drop out, we drop out. And we'll just jiggle it around a bit. Maybe it's dropping off just a little bit. It is, yeah, no auto throttle whatsoever, James. Exactly the same. But I think I found a sweet spot was about 83.3. Just to keep it there. If I can keep it there, 83.3. One throttle slightly heavier than t'other. I might need to try and rejig that a little bit. Yeah. Easy 8419, where's he off to? Will Eddie, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. You come to have a laugh at me trying to land this this CRJ. Smile Castle for ILS, you don't need the lock. It uses a radio single track center line, 3 degrees slope. You're trying to catch the lock. It may be why you're getting issue. Well, maybe yeah. We'll have a look. You can keep me in the loop when we get a bit closer. Just give that a bit more oomph. There we are. How's it going, Eddie? Hope your weekend's going well. So there's top of drop that I put in from Anglo. Let's go and just sort out that discontinuity first, and then we'll go center fix to there, execute. That'll join up that line. But yeah, no, Smile Castle, when I was trying to do it earlier on, I switched that nav source to lock, and it showed up how far we were away from whatever we were doing and whatnot as well. So I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, I'll let you try and steer me in the right direction when we get there. and we'll see how that gets on. James, buddy. James, buddy, with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome along, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, so when I hit the approach thing, that one, where's that there, it comes up saying lock and GS. Then one time it captured the localizer flashing it when green, and then it's captured the glide slope. And then all of a sudden, going down the glide slope, it just went and plopped it straight before the runway. It didn't even attempt to get it on the ground. Well, I mean, it did end up on the ground, but not in the way I wanted it to. Oh, well, then. No idea. Yeah, I can do a smile cast, but it would. I want to try and get it on the ground, but we can give it a go. Plenty of time to work it out. If we cock it up, we'd start again. James, you mean touchdown with the autopilot still on? If so, then yes. Yeah, you do auto land quite happily. Not in this, but in the Airbus you could. And the Boeing and whatever else. So there's a bit of France coming in, I reckon. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a bit of France. We could fly an arrival, but take it to Big No, and it's all kind of a squiggly mess. So from here, we go direct to the centre fix, and we'll start our descent in a few miles. It's got descent picked up there. It knows what it's doing. But that should be, centre fix should be a hard restriction, 2,000 feet. Pop that in, execute. Next page. Final fix, 2,000 feet, which is fine. Cool. If you keep the autopilot on and do that, you need to have both autopilots on for auto land, otherwise it won't do it. So right, let's go and set something in here. Let's put the altitude in. Let's go down to 2,000 feet, which should be, which is why I've worked out that top of descent to be at 2,000 feet, which is somewhere about there, 2,000 feet. Cool. How long I've flight simmed? I mean, I'm since flight sim 98 or something like that. But yeah, I don't expect to be. I'm not anywhere near proficient in flying this. I can fly the Airbus, no problem whatsoever, and we're on the ground. But this is another kettle of fish altogether. .320, James, is it's an awesome plane, to be honest with you. Right, there we are. So let's go and hit direct. We're at Angelo now. Direct. Centre fix 26. Execute. 2,000 feet in. VNAV. And there's our top of descent. Down we go. There's that snowflake. Vertical speed to catch up, and it should level it off. Should see it doing some stuff with the speed. I should bring that back a little bit. So we don't overspeed for a start. Right, so that's pretty much thrust idle now. And it's doing the vertical speed. Set that. ideally we want to... why does nav mode come off? There we are, nav. It's better. Nav, and we'll try and straighten that up. Direct, center fix, yet again, execute. And it should be 2,000 feet, not above 2,000 feet. There we are. So, there's that snowflake. Bang on the blue ball for the VNAV path as well. It's got FMS path and Alt VNAV Alt. So we'll see how that pans out. And we're 66 miles from Jersey. 24, 48, 68. Yeah, about right. I think. Is what I'm hoping. Like I said, if we cock it up, we'll try it again. There's France, there's Jersey, the runway's just there. We'll see how this plays out. So you can see what we're trying to achieve. And watch that speed, still 280 knots, which is fine. We'll try and keep that 280 knots actually for this descent. Give it a bit more oomph and some more motion pushing through the engines. There we are, coming directly in now. We could fly, so we could fly an approach out here and round and back in. But for the fun of this, let's do what I normally do in the A32NX and just do the normal direct in. I'm glad we could help you, James. It's always easy when you know how, but if you don't, it's not, is it? So we need 60 miles. We've got 55 roughly left, so it might be slightly high. So, Smartcast, you don't reckon I need to do anything in this radio page for, even though I put the ILS nav in there. Let's have a look at the descent checklist. Landing elevation is checked. Fuel we've checked. TCAS is set. Radar is on or off. What we got? Radar is off. CAS is checked. Landing data has been checked. Approach briefing, well, we checked that on the chart. We know what we're doing roughly. That speed's getting a little bit too high. Just bring that back to idle again. So I think that's the descent checklist. Before landing, we'll do this stuff. Thrust reversers. Actually, let's do some stuff now so don't forget. Thrust reversers are armed. Dude, you'll need to more than pray with this tonight. I tell you, you'll more than pray. I'm hoping with you as the FO, we're going to get on the ground this time. Even though I should have faith in my own ability, I don't. Anyone got a spare chute? Yeah. We need 82 spare chutes there, James, not just one. Right, still 280 knots, which is fine. For now. Snowflake and the VNAV is still doing its job. Still in nav. Everything else is looking alright. 43 miles to go, we need 45. Do it for Shira. I wish I could. I'm telling you guys now, this is going to be the right royal bodge of a landing this, if we get there. However, this is a learning stream tonight, even for me, so I'm going to bring that speed back 250 knots before 10,000 feet, so let's put that there, 270, just so we know where we want to put it. We'll leave that there, 250 knots, we're coming down 14,000 feet now. We'll start to slow down a little bit. It'll be exciting, do we? That's one good thing. I can't hurt anybody by doing it on this. So, 28 miles to the centre fix. Snowflake's good. Blue ball is good. Speed's half decent. 13,000, so 13, 26, 39, 3 miles. Should be good. Captain Matt Russell, welcome, buddy. Everyone, well, they're alive at the minute, dude. Give it another 15 minutes. We'll see how everyone is after that. If you know how to fly the CRJ, speak up now, because I've got no clue what we're doing after this. I have no clue. So 260, come back to 250 knots. Airport fire and rescue. Right, I'm going to stick some lights on. Oh, they're still on. Seatbelt sign is on. There should be an option saying seatbelt signs and pull tight, I reckon. Let's keep those on. Everything else up there looks half decent. Cabin crew, if you want to sit down, now would be the best time to do it. Go around and pull your seatbelt as tight as you can. It's hard to control it, yeah. So there's coming back to 250 now. Looks good. There's 10,000 feet. I'm just going to leave it doing what it's doing for now, because it's quite happy at the minute. It's not causing any issues. And where we at? Where's that navigraph? There it is. Something like this. To go somewhere like this, and then get on the ground. It's 2,000 feet platform by 8.5 miles. Glide slope is here at 5.5 miles. Decision height, we haven't done that. 472. Just go and quickly bang that in. It's a good idea. Decision height. Let's get rid of that a sec. There we go. Decision height. Should go somewhere. Decision height 472. MDA even. Oh. No, get off. MDA. 470 is what we want. There it is. MGA is set. You were supposed to be in a shared cockpit, but it was meant to start at 6 and those. Oh. What were you flying tonight then? You weren't trying to fly the CRJ. Right, we're down past 240 knots now. Cool. How far are we away from doing anything useful? Let's zoom in a bit. There we are, 7,000 feet now. 7.3 is 21. We got 21 miles. We captured the profile perfectly. 320. Oh, from Gatwick to Edinburgh. Cool. Right, so Smile Castle. What do I do now? Let's go here, performance, set all, and set that to VREF. We've got the speeds in there now, 140 to VREF plus 5, isn't it? So about 145, 146. We want to target with these this approach speed. So there we are. Pink bananas coming 2,000 feet. Which is fine. The speed's still coming back, which we can cope with. But what do I do now? Oh my days. QNH will still stay 1013 because this is not live weather. I've set this to be cloudy with no wind just so I can have a go at this. There's the glide slope coming. There's the localizer. Land it, dude. Yes, land it. Right, I'm going to hit approach now. See what that does. Let's see what happens. Get 2,000 feet, speed to 200 knots, flap 1. Right. Is that flap? So what's flap 1? Is that 8? How long is CRJ? 2 days, buddy. 2 days. If you look at every other live stream I do, it's always the A32NX. This is literally the first stream for this CRJ tonight. And I've got no idea what I'm doing. It's just for a laugh, really. Right, 3,600. The speed's coming back still. 200. So you said flap 1, Smile Castle. So is flap 1 literally 1 where it is now, or is that 8? I have no idea. I'll pull it and see what happens. $3,000, 1,000 to go. Let me just stop this music for now, so I can concentrate on what shit might go down here. Look at chart on dash for speeds. We've done that. They're all in there. We've got the VREV set 140, which is fine. I've hit the lock button. We're still in nav, so that's fine. Ideally, we want to start turning towards the airport in a minute. There, it's doing something now, and now it's now flashing vectors, and it's turning left. Why is it turning left? What are you doing? Speed's coming back, which it will do. I'm going to keep that up at 180 for now. What is it doing? Is it looking for vectors? Quickly. Direct. Execute. There we go. Just keep that speed there. We're dipping down. Where is it doing? Oh, shit. This is what happens. Speeds above PFD. Oh, shit, aye. See, now look what happens. We've gone all to shit. Ah, what's going on now? Ah, fucking hell. Right, anyway. I keep that. Look at the nose going up now. Lock, 5 miles. Ah, fuck the autopilot. Where's the runway at? Nowhere near it, are we? Yeah, I'll boost that back up now. This, like I said, this is what happens. I can get to here, and then I have a right royal issue. Tell you what I might do. VNAV's off. Oh, fuck me. That. Approach. FMS1 and pitch. Yeah, we're not making this landing, are we? Yeah. Let's have the gear down just for a laugh anyway. See what we can do. Oh, fucking hell. This could be fun. Like I said, I have no idea now what we're doing. Completely cocked it up. We'll add some more thrust. If in doubt, give it a clout or something like that, isn't it? There we go. We'll go through the localizer and see if I can dip this round this way. We're not going to land it, I wouldn't have thought. But, however. Oh, there we go. Now it's picked up the localizer. Lock 1 is flashing green. So if I do that now, autopilot's in. But it's just going to go all over the shot. Look at that. What is it doing? Yeah, fuck it. I want to try and land it with the glide slope and whatever else. Don't even know what it's trying to do. Glide slope has got. But we're too close to the right. Let's give that up as a bad job and go and start again. Or not start again, but we'll get the flaps there. Give it some oomph. Let's get up again. So yeah, there we go. That's where I get to with the landings. I can't make head and the tail of what I should be doing. I'll get rid of that. And we'll climb up. again. If we can get it out and go straight ahead for a few miles. Oh my god. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this altitude to, let's go to 4,000 for a minute or two. 4,000 AP. Why won't you go on? Yeah, I don't understand that either too. I just got no idea. I had it set up. Should just pick up the localizer and away you go, shouldn't it really? Autopilot won't go back in now. Anyway. Let's go and give it a whirl again. That'll be why. Autopilot. Head in. Why wouldn't it go down there? Flaps are back up. The gear is up. There we go. We'll keep going out this way for a bit. We'll turn around and go back and try again. Where does it want to go? Right, that'll do. Heading's there. 4,000. Let's, well, set it to 5,000 feet if it's going to be happy there. 5,000 feet. I'll put that back to climb. Speed. Alt capture. Heading mode. Right. Let's just see what happens now. Let's check the thingy down here, and we'll set it up for the. Not sure what this one's to do. Blasting through that 5,000 feet as well. Right. We're gonna level off. Yeah, no, I'm not. Like I said, Eddie, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong with this one. Let's go and set up departure, arrival. Arrival. We'll go the other way in. 08. Vectors. Execute. And then let's see if it's happy with this. We'll fly a few miles out. And we'll come back. There's the airport there. We'll turn around and we'll try again. That's all there is, all we can do. I don't think there's anything else I need to set up in here. We've got that set up. The ILS is set up. Radio page. I'll leave it in auto and see what happens. Instead of me fiddling with it, I'll leave it like that. Oh shit, auto speed. It's what happens when you don't... Whoa, fucking hell. Don't look at the speed. Let's get that out. Get that out, the overspeed a minute. There we are. Now why is it dipping down for? Oh, is it trying to capture 5,000 feet? That'll be why. Right, anyway. That's set up. I'll keep an eye on that speed for now. See, it's still got a glide slope of some description. I'll leave that in auto. And let's keep that slowing down. Let's get the heading. And we'll go back around again, shall we? Which way should we go? Let's go around to the right. See what we can do. If only this was as easy as flying the A321X. Right, so that, let's get down to 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Speed, vertical speed. We'll do it this way. 1,000 feet per minute. We'll also arm the approach as well. It's got lock 1. It's already picked that up. So that's flashing nicely now. Glide slopes there as well. Try it again. What's the worst that can happen? As if we're flying around in a circle, that's the only problem. We're going right through the localizer. What is the final? The final course on the other runway in Jersey is... Quickly before we cock up again. Jersey, where's the chart? Approach. So runway 08, 083, 10.9. So 083 is what we want. What we're looking for. 083. Keep coming round. And the speed up a little bit before we stall as well. Right, let's keep going around that way. Right, so it's right behind us now. There's 1,000 to go. We'll try again. Right, we're going. Where's the island out there? It is there. Cool. And 083. We'll set that now. 085, 084, 083. Right, good. Lock 1. We'll arm that approach again. It's doing something now. Lock 1 is armed. 2,000 feet. There's the island there. There's the glide slope. Localizer here has still not come in yet, but it reckons it's doing something. Speed is getting away again. Let's drop that back. CRJ is different view. CRJ DME holds up. Oh, okay. Below the MCDU. So look. Yeah, nothing there for this one. Right, anyway. This apparently is on the localizer. You can see a glide slope coming as well. It's doing something. Lock 1 captured. I'll keep the speed going. So I do know that this, when I'm watching YouTube videos, this will capture the glide slope, then the localizer at the last minute. So we'll see how it goes. Pitch is quite high on the nose though. And this happens and it loses the altitude. It's got alt in there. Let's turn that off. Oh yeah, I was going back to 2,000 feet now. Speed's alright. Nose is coming down. They say normally 160 till 4 DME, don't they, normally on half the approaches, so we'll try 160 till 4 DME. We'll have flap 1 or something like that. Flap 8, I think it is. Keep the thrust. Just set the speeds. VREF is 140 and 140 plus 5, so that's what we want to do. There you are, it's now got glide slope armed in the top. But we're nowhere near the localizer. Are we really? Approach is on. Good. Right. I'm gonna let it do what it's gonna do. I'm assuming the flash and lock means it's captured the localizer. Or in the process of. Let's have that. Runway is dead ahead. The localizer's coming in there. You can see it on the green green needle, can't you? Yeah, localizer captured. It stopped flashing. So we are on the localizer now. Oh, are we getting somewhere? I don't want to touch... let's give that some more juice. Are people going to be happy if we get on the ground? Right, gear's coming down anyway. The glide slope's coming. We might... Well, we could be descending on the glide in a minute. There it comes. One dot above. I expect to hear a round of applause in the cabin if we do get it on the ground. Man climb 140. Let's go a little bit faster. Glide slope. There it is. Glide slope. Localizer-ish. I think. Oh, that's a bit fast. Let's go thrust idle. And see, it's lost the glide slope now again. Engine balance, I'm trying to. Flap 8, yeah, got that. Oh, speed's going all over the shop now. 4 whites on the pappies, that's a bit much. Right, there's the flaps. Speed's coming back, the glide slope's coming back a little bit. Lock 1, glide slope. Approaches arm still. This doesn't look too bad. We're on the glide perfectly, 140 knots. Just keep playing with that throttle a minute, keep it there. 2 whites, 2 reds, holy shit. Let me get some feet on a rudder pedal here. Flaps are full now. 1 white, 3 reds. Obviously, no, this hasn't got autopilot, auto land, has it? So, what are we swinging around for? 500 feet, right. The gear is down, flaps are full. I take the autopilot out. Oh, fuck. 300, yeah, we get it. We get it, we get it, we get it. Oh, dush. That's on the ground, though. There's reverse, and we've got manual brakes just in case. Holy shit. So, still got a lot of work to do with that. But that was, yeah. At least it went on the ground. We managed to get a glide slope and something else. And the localizer too, but yeah. Not the best. Not like my flying of the A32NX, I guess. But it was just a little fly out for this one tonight, just to see if we can do something with it. But yeah. I'm going to come off here anyway. There's a fire engine waiting for us to... We're down, Eddie, just... I'm not entirely sure what the company would say about watching that landing, but yeah. It was rather shitty, but... I mean, the whole flight part bit, getting it all set up from cold and dark and getting... flying across and doing the flight plan, that was easy. But it's just the sorry, I'm going to turn these off now. That landing, I don't know why it doesn't want to capture the localizer when it should. And the glide slope is not the is being temperamental as well. May have to have a look at 1 or 2 other videos. I did watch 320 SimPilot when he first set it up, and I thought, to be honest, I'd done everything that he done on there, but obviously I missed something out, a few steps somewhere, I guess. But we'll park it up, and we'll debrief whatever the hell I'd done there. Let's see if I can find out why. It was not happy. But it is literally the first 2 days that I've had this, so I'm not even going to be that worried about it. I'll stop it there. Parking brake on. APU can come on. And start that. So wait, so what have I missed here then? Smile Castle. Let me just turn this APU on and then we'll oh sorry. You missed the DME hold button on the radio panel. Watch the video above 2 hours for the approach. So on the radio panel, down here, I'm assuming you mean. Where's the mouse gone? There it is. So where am I looking then? Smile Castle, DME hold. Is that one just here? 112.2, is that the... Ah, well, fuck me. So if I look on here now, there we are, 10.9 for that other way in. So had I gone there, so what on earth does that do then? Oh, nav1, I see what you mean, yes. So if I now tune that to that 110, what was it, 110.9 there, and made that the active. Oh shit, yeah, 110.9 is now active, so that would have tuned the that ILS approach, would it? Is that what it was having issues with? There it is, 6 miles. Ah. So that might be the issue then. I get you. In that case then, you know what we need to do? What time is it? 7:10. We need to go back up in the air again, don't we? And try it out. Let's just see if I can clear all of this off here for now. We APU. Why not coming on? Right, anyway, what we'll do is we'll go out for another fly. If you give me just 2 minutes to nip the toilet, we'll come back. We'll just take off in a straight line, turn around, come back in. We'll see if we can get that to work. Like that, I reckon. So if I leave, turn off the approach phase. Oh, not that. Yeah, but that could be quite fun. Let's go and try that out. So right, I'll let you look at the lovely CRJ. At least I parked it straight. We'll leave the engines running. I'll be back. I'll nip the loop. We'll go flying again, and we'll try and see if we can get it on the ground in a more sensible fashion than trying to break the landing gear in people's necks and whatnot. So I'll leave you with a bit of music just for a few minutes, and I'll be right back with you. Do that, so I'll be back in just 2 minutes, guys. Right then, let's go and give this another whirl, shall we? Let's go and give it another spin. Let's jump back in. We'll set it up as we're going to do just a departure out and a departure in. If we go to index. Why has it not cleared this out for? Let's just put it in so it knows where we are, and then we can go flying, I guess. We'll take that, set that there, which is fine, and there. Good stuff. Execute that. Departure. Oh shit, we need to put the thing in, don't we? Done that. Next page. Next page is fine. Flight plan. Go Golf. Juliet, Juliet. And we're going to go back to there as well. We're going to start off. We'll start off on runway. What are we going to start off on? Let's have a look. What's the other one? Runway 26. Runway 26. And we're just going to come straight back in. Execute that. And that should do the trick, I reckon. 26, not an and an arrival back into. Oh, let me do that. Departure. What's it done here? Departure, arrival. Right. Anyway, leave that alone. Let's just go and do. Get us pushed back, and we'll go and try that out with the lock hold in. Let's push back geezer. So you reckon if I hit that that DME hull that's down here now, got it tuned in for that on here, it should grab the localizer and the glide slope then. Let's do that. And let's get the tug. And we'll head backwards. Something like that. Let's go and see what we can, what damage we can cause this time. See which way is runway 23. Which way is 23? Just stop that there a minute. Make sure we're going to head out the right way. Where are we going? Let's have a look. So 2-3. Sorry, 2-6 is that way, and that'll be the reason why it didn't like it in the FMC. Let's sort this out. Oh no, 2-6 it was in. Was it? Yeah, 2-6. Right then. I think we know where we're going. We're going to give this one last try tonight. If not, I'm going to practice a bit more, and we'll bring it back out another time after it's I've had a bit more of a play. I reckon we want to go this way. Right, let's stop that there. Stop the pushback, get rid of him. And we'll set... Let's go up to 4,000 feet just for this this bit out. I'll reset the head and bug. Autopilot disconnect and go back in. And let's head off somewhere. I will get the hang of this. This was just a stream just to try it out. To see if some people can give me some pointers of what to do and what not to do. We may fly the A32NX tomorrow night. Something that at least I can do that properly. but I thought this would be a good laugh to watch me cock it up. So is this quite similar then, Smilecast, if you've flown the CJ4, is it? Not too dissimilar to this. We'll have flap 8 for takeoff. There you go. Have that back there. Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, I look back on that YouTube channel of mine, there's 149 videos and they're all of the A32NX. So yeah, I think this cost me, I think all together like €60 or something like that to buy all 3 planes. I thought it'd be quite good fun. At least we're heading out the right direction anyway, so we'll do that. We'll fly runway heading for a few miles, turn around, come back, and get this landing. I'm going to stick one, hopefully this time on the way in. Put that on FMS1. So the flaps are set, we can take off pretty much straight away. I'm not going to worry about too much about the getting the lights on and all that kind of crap. We'll just get up and try it again. Right, so we get lined up somewhere about there. That'll do. We'll go here. We'll hit that. Takeoff. We've got the flight directors. We're going to fly runway heading and 140 knots. Double check that. We'll just set all again to make sure. 162. That's a bit better. But one VR is going to be 144. V1 is 141. So yeah, so takeoff. As soon as we get up, autopilot, heading mode, and we'll just fly straight ahead. Wobbles about a bit on this takeoff roll. Something to... There we go. And we pull back and whoosh. Up we go. Positive rate, the gear's coming up. And we'll fly straight ahead. Autopilot. Heading mode. There we go. We'll let that do that. Yeah, I've got a completely different profile for this compared to the A32NX that I use. I did make a new profile for them and everything. Just bug up a little bit. There. I think it's 1700 feet. The flaps can still go back. So let's put those back in. And if we hit speed, climb speed, can then go up to just go 280. Sorry, 200 for now. So we are 280. We're flying runway heading for a few miles. We'll turn around, come back in. and try again. There's 1,000 to go. We'll put that back to climb, and we'll just go 250 knots for now. There's 250. And hopefully, if we got it right, we should be in this direct line from the runway, which we are. And then we'll spin round to the we'll come out, spin round to the right, and back in. So, one last look at this this chart a second. So we want 110.3 for the ILS, which we have at 110 point. Let's put 110.3 in. There's a 3. There's a 10. If I swap that over, 110.3 is active. And now if I press DME hold, does that do what? There we are. DME hold is in. Oh, we're well above that speed now. Alright, cool. So how far do you reckon we need to go to? We need to make this turn back. We'll keep going a bit further yet. Let's give ourselves enough room to spin round. $10 to get stabilised, right, cool. So that's reckoned that that's better, it's got a DME now there, so we're 12.2 miles now. So if I could take us out to 20 miles and spin us round, that'll give us time to turn around and also another 10 miles to get sorted, wouldn't it? I reckon. MDA is probably still going to be the same for this runway as well. Let's have a look. Come back in 08, aren't we? MDA 471, yeah, still the same. It's not going to change. So let's go out to 21 miles. We'll turn around, get set up, and come back in. We also need to descend by 2,000 feet as well. So if I put 2,000 ready in there. 2,000 there set. We'll do that vertical speed. Such an awesome looking plane though, isn't it? They're still armed, which is good. So we have reverse thrust. So there's 20 miles. Oh, shall we start doing that? We'll start doing that turn back now. So we're heading 260. We want to be heading, what do we want to do? 083, pretty much. So if we do a heading 083, should put it somewhere towards where we want to be. 0. Oh shit. What do I just turn us to there? 02, 03. Let's just go 08 for now. 082, that'll do. And we'll come down to speed, vertical speed, 1,000. If we do 1,000 feet per minute, should get us there. There we are, coming down for that. So we are 23 miles out, so that should be perfectly acceptable for what we want to do. We should see something coming up in a minute or two over here. Let's bring that speed back just a smidge. There we are. Right, so that's that good there. So if I approach now, lock 1, alt, glide slope is there. There's 1,000 to go on the altitude. Speed can come back. 19 miles out. Can I change the course on here to 083 as well or not? No. For some reason. So anyway, speed's coming back. Alt capture. Let's take header mode off. Approach is there. We'll keep flying that. Do I need to move this nav source then, Smilecast, or not? There's lock 1, it's got nothing in at the minute. What does that say? Push. I'm not sure what that means. I'd expect it at 14 miles it would have picked up a localizer by now. Do have that on there, like you said, 10.3 DME hold. And then we drop below the why have we dropped below that 2,000 feet again? There we go. Yeah, see, it's not picking up the localizer, is it? No, so we haven't got localized capture at 12 miles out, so that's not it's not picked up the localizer either. I wonder why. Are we anywhere near where we want to be? Well, we're well off there, that's probably why. Well off there. See if I spin that head in just to head in. Spin it round to the right a minute. See what happens. See if it picks anything up if we head over this way. Might have just been a bit too far right of track for it to actually pick it up. Airport's here. Because I'd have thought if we cross through the localizer, it should grab it, I'd have thought. We're going to cut in. Let's go a bit further across. There you are, lock 1. It's finally got us. So if we just... it shouldn't it really start... if I put nav in, approach. It should turn us to the left, shouldn't it really? It's not going to though, is it? Speed's too high. Yeah, see if it turns us to the left in a minute. I'll get there, Smilecast, buddy, don't worry. I'll get there. So lock 1, alt capture, so it's capturing the localized there by flashing. But you would expect it now to turn us through, because we've gone through the localizer pretty much already, I'd have thought now. Just nip outside. There is there. You would have thought the left-hand turn now would have been useful. Has it click got Alt? Hold on. Yeah, see, it reckons it's got it, but it's not. It's not turning towards the runway at all, is it? How strange. Approach. Turn that off if I can. And now the speed's gone again. So, right. It's definitely a learning curve on this one. But I don't seem to be able to set the... See, it's got a course on there, 360. But when I turn this, it's not doing anything with the course either. Lock 1, it reckons, is red for some reason. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is going on with that. Right, anyway, sod that. Let's go back to the right. One last try, and then what we'll do is I want to call it quits for tonight. Go back, watch a few more videos, and see what we can what I can do. So let's get rid of that. Happens to go back that way any further, can I? VOR2. Yeah, see the course is all to pot. I'm not sure why. Very strange, very strange. I'm not sure what's going on. Just get ourselves climb back up to 2,000 feet as we head back out. Bit more oomph. So where are we in relation now to the airport? We should have just come straight back out again, yeah. Right, we'll head out there. We're going to give it another go before we run out of fuel. Anything in here that we need to look at again? Nav 1, 110.3, 110.3, DME hold is on. That is all fine. I mean, we are getting that that lock 1 and flashing, so I mean it's picking up something. Just not entirely sure what it's picking up. Let me get a shot of that. Let's see what we can do here. So push to FMS2. Don't know what that did. MDA, speed, target speeds, VREF speeds, and V speeds, which is fine. I want to put it on lock 1 this time, see if that makes any difference. Speed's a bit fast. Yo, Jake buddy, welcome along. Watching on a Trovo. There we are, 240 knots. Yo, Flight Sim Brazil, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. I do actually follow you on Twitch as well, I believe. I've watched a couple of your streams over there. But welcome along. We're just trying to figure out for the first time how to fly this CRJ and get it to fly an ILS. Because at the minute, it's having an issue. So where are we heading? We want to head back this direction. And try again. Yeah, no, it's yeah, Flight Sim Brazil. It's having I'm having one or two issues. Do you know how to fly the CRJ? If you do, it would be from cold and dark. I can set it up, take it off, fly a flight plan, but ILS is causing me one hell of a headache at the moment. The speed's dropping off, so we're going to fly a bit further out this way, then we'll turn around, come back in, and try again. Oh, we're heading off right in the wrong direction now. We're right. Let's start turning around. Let's go over here. Speed, thank you. Before we crash. Right, let's have a look. We want to be at 2,000 feet. Let's go back to about 190 knots and see how that pans out. Holy moly, man. It's definitely got a mind of its own, this plane. Definitely got a mind of its own. Now I've got to figure out where the hell we are in relation to an airport. Right. Right turn. Right turn all the way around. If I can get us pointing somewhere back towards Jersey, there it is. Going along. There we are. Somewhere around this way. We'll keep that heading coming round. Keep it coming round. FaZe, welcome along, buddy. How's it going? I hope that's how you pronounce your name. There's 250. And Flight Simbazil across on YouTube as well. Hello. Right, there we are. Somewhere back towards Jersey now. Speed's good. Height's alright. Let's spin it round again. And we'll give it another whirl. Luis on Facebook. Welcome, buddy. Right, that's where we want to be heading. Let's get that chart one last time, see if we are pointing somewhere towards where we want to be. We are. Cool. So if I arm the approach now, speed, vertical speed, just 500 feet per minute just to get down to 2,000 feet. So we've got head in lock 1, alt select, glide slope. Facebook 2, yes. Nice one, buddy. So yeah, so 250 knots, that's a bit fast, ever so slightly fast. So I've armed the approach, that is in. We're heading back towards the airport now for this 4th or 5th attempt and see how we can get on. Let's just spin that back around just a little bit more. There's alt capture. Alt capture, 2,000 feet. Which is the platform, I think. I hope it is. If not, that's why we're going wrong. Yeah, 2,000 feet. Which is fine. Alt capture, lock 1, glide slope. The MDA is 470. I'm going to just keep coming back around this way a little bit. 083 is the final course, so that should be somewhere over there. .110.3 is the ILS. India Juliet Juliet. See, I'd have thought at 10 miles, even though we're not quite across it, we should have picked up the localizer by now. There's something that I've completely missed off for something or to there. Speed's fine, the height slightly, it's only about 100 feet low. However, we'll try. We'll try and try again. Let's have flap 1 for now. Or slats anyway for now. Yeah, it would have been nice to get this to work properly. Left lower panel, you can switch to ILS mode. Left lower. Where am I looking? Left lower panel. Oh, is it over here? On the PFD, left lower. PFD. Oh, what's happened here? There we go. Mouse keeps disappearing. Well, left lower. So PFD. Left lower panel. Where am I looking? No, but left beside PFD, not on pedestal. Yeah, so over here, I'm assuming you mean Flight Sim, Brazil. Nav source, VOR, FMS. Clock then lower, yep, got that. The speed's alright. So I've got nav source, is that where I should be going to? FMS 2. Oh shit. It's got localizer there. It's got that in green. Course 076. But it's well out. Which, I mean, we've gone past the airport now anyway, so we'll go back round again. Centre first line panel. Check that. That's speed and height's fine, good. It's not going to crash. On format, yep. Oh, I get you. I get you. What we got here? There it is. Lock 1. There's the ILS and the glide slope in it. Got it, Flight Sim. Yes, thank you, buddy. Now it's fine. You can use PFD instead of nav for display. Right, so let's go back around here then. Where are we at? Where's the airport gone? Airport's over there somewhere. Right, hopefully let's go and see what we can do here. Spin back around again. And we'll try again. Right, let's go out here. And we'll try again. It was all a bit of fun this stream tonight. Flight Sim Brazil. Like I said, normally fly the A32NX. Which I can do with my eyes shut pretty much. But this was... I bought this on Thursday, so I only had it 2 days. And this is the first little flight out. There's glide slope. You can see it on the thingy bob. So we'll go and give it another whirl. Right, let's spin back around again. Airbus is never plain vanilla. Very true. Very true. Right, something like that. Need some adjustment mainly the FMJs, yeah. Right, let's go over here. And we'll just see where we are in relation to where we want to be. Right, so massive right-hand turn now then. Massive right-hand turn coming up. I'll set these for now as well, so we know what we're doing. VREF and other bits and bobs. Speed. Yes, we get an aeroplane. I don't know what I'm doing. Smart. Is it working now? We'll see if I can get us lined back up. We've got the ILS now on this display here, so we will we'll see. We're going round for one last try, even though the last time was supposed to be the last try. We're going for another last try. If I can work out where we are. Right, so let's get us out over here. Actually, to be fair, we probably run out of fuel before we get anything else done. Oh shit, the speed. Yeah, probably should have looked at fuel before we started flying around in circles over the English Channel. Should hopefully heading away. That's it. We're heading away now from away from France and back over here. 083. That's what I want to do. Good stuff. Oh, this is some weird music, isn't it? It's probably about right for this. It's called Agonize. It's probably what this stream is for most people tonight. Agonizing, watching me not knowing what I'm doing. Right, so lock 1 is now gone. Guess that's because we're heading away from where we want to be, which is fine. Right. We'll go further. We'll turn right, try and intercept. Once we've gone past the end of the ILS, we'll try and intercept that in a few minutes. Approach is active. Not sure why that's on. Definitely got the right thing. That is on. DME hold is on. Right. Oh, it's 110.9. This one. One 10.9. There we are. So we have that. Let's start making that right hand turn again. There we are. Something might be happening. Can see a glide slope. Just to localise it's being the issue. I'll drag this over here so I can keep seeing what's going on. Bring that speed back a smidge, and can we see? Yeah, that's where we're heading to. Thrust reversers are armed, which is fine, which what we want. 200 knots is alright. I want to be about 2,000 feet still though. Would be useful. So we are finally what's happening there? Speed. We are finally coming back now towards that ILS. You can see there we are. We're going to try and swing in this way. Is the idea. Abdel Rahman, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, there we are. I'll start turning us right a little bit in a second. Yeah, good, buddy. Just having a little fly out in the CRJ, trying to get it on the deck. Which is I've only had this plane, what is it, since Thursday, so it's not going near. There's lock 1. Now it's pulling us on the localizer. There we go. Something is happening now. Yeah, good. Thank you, buddy. Let's just watch what it's going to do. Here comes the localizer. Flashing green. Glide slope is white. Localizer should come in. $13 miles, that's better. It's what you'd expect, isn't it? You'd expect it if you cut through the localizer like we have. Here, it's now pulling us onto it. So, as long as it straightens us up, which is going to. Smile Castle that we might be getting somewhere this time. Not going to speak too soon, but we might be. Because that turned us on there by itself. So, just watch what happens. I would expect that this green should be coming in though. But you never know. It might do as we get a bit closer, I guess. We are descending though and the speed's dropping off, so let's have a look. 10 miles. We are kind of getting established. Kind of. I'm not going to crash though, hopefully not going to crash. Would just be useful if this lock 1 would stop flashing and just get itself fully established. Let's keep the speed somewhere about there. Glide slope, we should get 5.3 miles for the glide slope. I reckon it said, was it? Glide, yeah, 5.3. So let's grab another stage of flaps. What flaps are we on? Let's go here. See what that does. You can see the runway just there. Speed's coming back. We'll just give it a bit more throttle. So 5.3 miles looking for a glide slope. If not, then That green needle is coming in the closer we get. Abdel, no worries, buddy. Thanks for popping by. We're going to get on the, hopefully get on the ground. Let's bring that speed right away back now. We're going to be on the localizer. We are on the localizer. We're on the glide slope as well. It's coming in. It's coming in. Need to just keep an eye on the speed. Holy moly, we might have had it. Fourth time. There's glide slope. Let's have flaps full. And we'll keep VREF plus 5, I think, is roughly what you need. Just keep that there. We don't want to be doing any nonsense diving stuff like we have done before. But that's coming down quite nicely. 700 feet per minute to what you'd expect for a glide slope. We're still bang on it. I want to keep manipulating the flaps just to be on the safe side. Sorry, not the flaps, the speed. Music's going, just so we can concentrate. There's a bit of sim volume. Glide slope's good. Speed is a little slow. Does smell, yeah, much better. Look, glide slope is here. Localizer's here. Speed's about where it should be with flaps full. Or flaps 45 or whatever it's called. That's worked out quite well. Here we go. If we keep the speed there, that should be quite good. 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies. I could be a happy boy in a minute. There's 1,000 to go, and this time I can say we're checked and stable. I reckon. Speed's good. Oh shit, gear down. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? We got all that sorted and no gear. Speed, speed. Still 2 whites, 2 reds. Right, I'm getting my flaps on the flaps, getting my feet on the rudder pedals here. Ready. 500. I will disconnect, I think. MDA coming up. Minimums. Autopilot's out. 200. Don't need much of a flare, I don't think, in this. Oh, fucking hell. Float, float, float. Get down, plane. There it is. Reverses. Manual brakes to get us stopped in time. Holy, finally we're on the deck. Some kind of landing, but we're down. Reverse idle. There we are. Well, for those of you that stuck around for the last 2.5 hours watching me fiddle around with the CRJ, finally on the ground. Bring the flaps in. That worked out a bit better than the first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, and fourth attempt. That was much better. So, I will keep practicing that. That wasn't the best landing, but at least it was a landing that was better than the first few, and we got the localizer, and we got the glide slope as well. I may just need to fiddle with my side stick just to get it. It was a little bit sensitive. I just need to fiddle with a few settings on that, but on the whole, I'm much happier with that. We're getting that set up. Which I think Flight Sim Brazil, he came in. I think he had the answer by putting it on that PFD. So let's we'll get that off. And that off as well. Let's go in. Oh, the APU's already on. Of course it is. But yeah. There we are. I definitely think the people in the cabin should be happy with that landing. At least they aren't dead. Right, we'll go park up and then we'll have a look at Valanta, because that was certainly what we done the all that circling around and whatnot. Should be quite interesting to look at our crazy little route. I do think we should run out of fuel shortly, I'd have thought as well. But most definitely we'll be back in this again on another stream in the week. I am off work all next week, so you can imagine what I'm going to be doing. I will be perfecting this to get it on the deck in a more reasonable manner. You see the fire crew were waiting. They knew that we were dodgy. They knew we were dodgy. But yeah, rather cool. Considering that was only 2 days of worth of me having this plane, and only had a quick flight in this afternoon and yesterday, and I crashed on both of them. So let's go find a stand somewhere around here. But yeah, it was something different come to the channel. We always, like I said, always fly the A320X. The CRJ was just a nice little bonus to the channel. Now we can fly. Right, stand 1 has got a static plane on, I believe. Has stand 1 got a plane on? Yes, it does. So we're going to take this stand over here. Stand number 4. You'd have thought that was number 4. Number 3. Cool. And we'll finally let these passengers off after 2.5 hours of flying around the English Channel. They're finally where they want to be. As the parking brake is on, we'll put that back to where it needs to be. Just double check it's not on. There we go. APU's up and running. Let's shut down these engines. Or attempt to shut them down. Let's go to the checklist and have a look. After landing, APU is on, transponder radar standby, slats flaps to 0, lights are off, probe set shut down, parking brake is on, seatbelt signs can come off, fuel pumps are off. We'll do that. We'll move these back to the shut off position. We'll do that one first. And that one. Beacon off and nose wheel steering. Let's get all of those off. Good stuff. Nose wheel steering can be off as well. And there we are. Let's get these passengers off. And we'll passenger door is open. Chocks. There we are. There it is, on the ground. Yeah, I wouldn't call me a captain on this one yet, Smile Castle do, but yeah, it was quite good fun. I will keep going and learning on that, and we will bring it back up. But look how straight that is on the centre line. Perfect. So yeah, driving it round, or taxiing it round the apron, takeoff, flying a first flight plan, all that kind of stuff is easy. It's just the arrival bit I need to go and suss out. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there, guys. I'm going to go and watch hundreds of YouTube videos, find out what I was doing wrong and what I need to do. And I'll come back and we'll give it another go in the week. But yeah, tomorrow night, what we do, we're going to fly the A320X tomorrow night. We'll go and do something holiday. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow evening again. But guys, thanks for long. Thanks for all the new likes, the follows, the subs, all that kind of wonderfulness. Smile Castle Buddy, thanks for coming along, moderating as usual. And yeah, I hope you didn't find that too boring for the last 2.5 hours of your life. Actually, before I go, let's grab Volanta. This will be interesting. Map. Flights. Here it is. Testing 1, 2, 3. What did we do? Holy moly. Look at that. That is what we did. But eventually, we did get it right. Eventually, we came in here. What do we do? This one. Localizer. So we had 2 landings. One of them was going to be That one, 837. And that one was minus 73. Albeit we did use half the runway up before we touched down. Not the best, but yeah, that one was the first one where we ditched it. Not knowing what we're doing. That one, minus 73. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, there we are. So yeah, that is our little squiggly mess. But guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all on the next one tomorrow night, no doubt. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. If I don't see you, I'll see you hopefully sometime on the next live stream, guys. So take it easy, and I'll see you very, very soon.